Hey, 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 it's Alicia Couri here, and it's Friday, which means it's another Audacious Confidence tip of the week time. Yeah. Audacious confidence is the unshakable belief in yourself that's so bold and so daring that you live your life without limits or restrictions. And I'm here to empower you to step boldly in the direction of what's possible for your life and live your life of your dreams without limits. So today's tip of the week, it's actually a four-parter. So I don't know if I'll get all four done today, but I'm definitely going to give it my best shot. So it's what I call your tags, your spiritual tags, T.A.G.S. And I read this quote today that said, potential does not have an expiration date. There's no expiration date on potential. So maybe you thought that you have potential or you had potential and it's too late for you. It's not. Potential has no expiration date. You can always step into what's possible for yourself. So let's talk about your spiritual tags just for a moment. Your talents, your assets, your gifts, and your skills. So how do you differentiate those? A lot of times we don't feel confident being put in a situation that is new to us or that we've never experienced before because we don't know if we have the goods. We don't know if we can really do it. When you are able to take inventory of yourself, take inventory of your tags, then no matter what situation you're put in, you can access what you need in order to get where you're going. So here's an example, and I just realized my microphone's not plugged in. So, oh, it is plugged in, but it's all the way over there, so I don't know if you're going to hear me okay. So here we go. Your talents, your assets, your gifts, and your skills. Talents, what are those? Those are your innate abilities that you were born with. Have you ever heard anyone tell you, wow, you're a natural at this? Or have you ever done something that other people think is kind of hard and you're like, that wasn't so hard. What was so difficult about it? You have a talent. That's something you were born with, born to do. Some people have a talent for singing, for art, for creating sculptures, for business, for numbers, for kindness, for doing. There are so many talents that we have that are innate, that we were born with. And a lot of times we don't explore what those talents are or take inventory, actually assess what those talents are. And when you know what you can do innately, what you were created, what those strengths are that you were created for, then no matter what situation you're in, you know how to handle yourself. You know what talent to pull from in order to get there, to get success. So as are your talents. Those are things that just come naturally for you, easy for you to do. Let's look at your assets. Assets are things that you've accomplished or things that are tangible or things that you have. So asset, if you think about it, if you've had any trophies, awards, those are assets. If you've earned anything, that's an asset. If you've won anything, if you've created anything, if you've done anything, those can be filed as assets. You know what I'm laughing at, as you see me laughing talking about assets, is that I'm 5 feet half an inch and 100 and like 7 pounds. And I've always considered my height in my childhood all the way up to adulthood as a liability. And it's funny that now I look at my size, my tiny, petite frame, as an asset. It really, truly is an asset for me. So sometimes you need to sort of flip your thinking of what you thought were liabilities in your life and see them as assets. So for instance, when I became a flight attendant years ago, I told them that I'm just 5 feet, half an inch. I don't know if I can qualify to be a flight attendant, because I thought you had to be like 5'6" or something like that, because everybody I knew that was flying were tall. And you might think 5'6" isn't tall, but when you're 5 feet, 5'6" is tall. So what someone told me was, you have a lot more assets than just your height. And it didn't really sink into me that what they meant. I was like, okay, but I do. My height is an asset for me. So I just had to look at it that way. So now let's go to the G, gifts. What are those gifts? A lot of people see gifts as like talents. I don't define gifts as talents, because you give and receive gifts, right? How do you give your talent? Or how do you receive a talent? So in my definition of gifts, gifts is something that you do for others. Gift is something that, if it is a talent in you, it's something that is there to give to others. It's something there to empower someone else. Some people say you have the gift of gab. You can speak. Well, then being a speaker means that you're a speaker to empower other people, not to be a speaker for yourself. So if you look at gifts in the sense of, what do I have, or what do I possess, or what is in me that is for someone else's benefit, that's a gift. So start cataloging those things that you can use in service of others, because when you're in service to others, that builds your confidence, because now you are valued, not just by yourself, but you're valued by others. You are filling a need for someone else. You are giving back to someone else, and you are spreading and growing and increasing life. So gifts are very, very important to recognize that you have a gift inside of you. And most of us, in fact, all of us, have multiple gifts that we were blessed with, that we were endowed with, to be in service of others. So catalog those gifts, and that will also boost your confidence. So we looked at your talents, your assets, and your gifts. Now let's talk about your skills. The last one is skills. Skills are those things that you have learned, developed, honed, and really nurtured. So if I was born with a voice of an angel and I can sing, I have a talent for singing. But when I take voice lessons and when I do something to enhance that talent, that's a skill as well. So it can get, like, you can have the same thing in multiple categories, but just categorize them like that. So a skill is something that you've learned, you've developed, you've honed, that has grown, and you can catalog that skill set, so that, again, when called upon, you know, this is a skill that I have. I have a talent to do makeup, but I also am skilled at doing makeup because I went to school and I learned how to apply it more efficiently, effectively, and the practice of it, doing it over and over and over again, helped me hone that skill that I had a natural talent for doing, but then became more proficient at it because I honed that skill. I honed it to become a skill. Hopefully that delineates and differentiates your talents, your assets, and your gifts and your skills. Like I said, they can fall in multiple categories, but just if you can catalog these things of yourself, then guess what? When you start realizing how awesome you are, that builds your confidence in every area of your life. So look at your talents, your assets, your gifts, and your skills to help boost that audacious confidence with that inside of you. And I will see you next time on another audacious confidence tip of the week. And don't forget, to live your life with boldness and step firmly into your own audacious confidence. See you next time. Bye. Mwah.